Who's my good widow kitten?
I am. Uh-oh.
Kitten, did you just make a poopy whoopy in your pantsy wantsy?
I did, Daddy Waddy. I'm sorry.
It's okay, kitten. I like my kitten a little. Oh, stinky.
Hi guys, meet my girlfriend.
Hi guys.
Hello, girl.
Hey, baby girl.
Bro, what the fuck?
Anyways, what's your name, cute?
Fetch what the?
My name is Kate.
So Kate, what do you like about bacon? I mean, what do you want to him? He's shaped like a pencil.
And you shaped like a table.
I like him 'cause he's cute and...
Bacon, are you still delusional that your ex gonna come back?
Are you still thinking that your dad will gonna come back in the jail? You're 50 times useless than a white crayon. You made everyone full of joy once you leave the room.
Slay! Mark, I know you're online.
Mark loves Sabby joined the chat.
What?
What happened to our matching avatar?
My best friend wanted to match.
Okay, who is Sabby then?
Can I just add her?
Okay, fine.
Sabby hates Mark was added to the GC.
Hey, Puggy. Who is that girl?
My girlfriend.
Well, guess what?
What?
Mine now.
What the?
We are back.
Okay, can you put her down now?
Not happening.
Please.
Okay, chill. Move.
Damn.
While the criminal was brutally killing me, my dad, the head of the Criminal Investigation Division, and my mom, the chief forensic pathologist, were attending my brother Matthew Lambert's match. In a bid for revenge, the criminal, who had once been captured by my dad, cut out my tongue and used my phone to call him. My dad only said one thing before hanging up. No matter what's going on, Matthew's match is the top priority today. The criminal sneered, seems I kidnapped the wrong person. I thought they would love their biological son more. At the crime scene, my parents were shocked by the brutal state of the body and condemned the cruelty of the killer. However, they did not realize that the horrifically mutilated corpse was their own son. My body was found in an abandoned building. The construction workers, struggling to hold back their nausea, called the police. My parents rushed for my brother Matthew Lambert's celebration banquet to the crime scene. The crime scene investigator, Chester Ford, frowned in motion for them to put on masks. My dad, David Lambert, was one of the top investigators the police run for special cases. And my mom, Stella Zimmer, was the leading forensic pathologist in Jasper City. Even though they had seen countless crime scenes, they still flinched when they saw my body. In the sweltering summer heat, my corpse had bloated significantly. My face was smashed beyond recognition, a bloody mess with no identifiable features. My entire body was covered in wounds, and only a sliver of skin still connected my head to my neck. The overwhelming stench of decay filled the air. Mom closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and put on her gloves to begin a preliminary examination. Her gaze held a rare trace of compassion as she looked at my body. In life, I had never been treated so gently by her. I watched nervously as she removed the blood-stained ring from my hand. I had made identical rings for my family, but when Matthews did not, my parents scolded me harshly. You're always up to no good, deliberately trying to hurt your brother. Ethan, even though you're a biological son, Matthew has been part of this family for 18 years. It will always be more important than you. Their angry voices still echoed in my ears, but I believed my parents loved me. Surely they would recognize the gift I gave them. But Mom's expression did not change. She simply instructed her assistant Ruby Gomez to put the ring into an evidence bag. I should not have hoped. In their hearts I never existed, even though I was their biological son. My sister Amy Lambert once told me that Mom and Dad adopted Matthew because they could not find me after I was kidnapped. She said I was always their favorite son. But when I returned home, there was no place left for me. I felt like an intruder in my own family. After surveying the scene, Dad sighed and asked Mom, "What's the situation with his body?" Mom removed her gloves and massaged her furrowed brows. The victim appears to be around 20 years old. Preliminary cause of death looks like a throat slit. He was likely tortured for a long time before he died. The method is brutal, and the public impact will be severe. We need to solve this case quickly before it blows up in the media. Dad lit a cigarette and took a deep drag. He had a troubled expression. Even after death, I was still causing my parents problems. Just a reminder then, the killer hasn't been caught yet, so you should be extra careful at home. You have 2 sons. Don't let them go out at night. Mom's voice was impatient. Matthew is always obedient. It's Ethan I can't control. Chester, being an old friend of my parents, knew all about our family situation. Dad rubbed his right shoulder. Chester noticed and asked, "David, is your shoulder acting up again?" Dad waved him off. "It's fine. I put on one of those pain relief patches Ethan bought." He stopped mid-sentence. The son they called rebellious still cared about their health. Chester patted Dad on the back. "You should treat Ethan better. After all, he's your real son." Dad shook his head. A couple of days ago Matthew had a tennis match, and he kept asking for Ethan to come watch. But Ethan he picked up the phone and then ghosted us. Matthew was so worried about his brother, he only got 3rd place. Ethan hasn't been home in days. Who knows if he's dead out there somewhere. Kids you didn't raise yourself just never turn out right. Hearing my parents' complaints and accusations, I felt a chill in my heart. Mom, Dad, it was not that I did not want to come home. I just couldn't anymore. The ungrateful son you talked about died the day you were at Matthew's tennis match. My body was now right in front of you. At the case briefing after listening to my mom's autopsy report, the officers all had somber expressions. My death was gruesome, making facial identification impossible. The abandoned building where my body was dumped was not the original crime scene, significantly increasing the difficulty of solving the case. Dad instructed the officers to search the area around where the body was found for any suspicious activity. Have the forensic pathologist perform another autopsy to see if there's anything new, and send the DNA samples to the forensic lab as soon as possible. He left my mom with that remark before hurrying off with his team. They showed more concern for the body than they ever did for me. My mom once stroked Matthew's hair and said that being a forensic pathologist was a noble profession. She believed that giving a voice to the dead was an important duty. I watched as Matthew nodded in agreement. However, the moment my mom turned away, Matthew wiped his hair in disgust. At time, I slapped Matthew across the face, but my dad punished me by shaving my head bald.